Can I ask a bit of a girly question?
Yeah.
These side bits that are quite high, they're not at ground level.
What side is? Because that is a girly question. That is a girly question.
That is a girly question. These bits here.
Which bits?
Yes, but what you're laying that on now.
There you go, look. That's the ground level over there. The whole thing dips right there, look. There you go.
Oh. Yeah, that was a bit of a girly question. So we're gonna.
And besides, this has got to be. It's got to be out of the ground. It can't be buried in the ground. So that's your floor level over there. Look.
Yep.
And that's.
So basically, then we're going to have to fill this bit in.
Yeah, this is all got
otherwise, the water's just going to go fishing in it.
The water's not going to go through the brick. But yeah, we've got to fill. This has got to be filled in.
It's got to be raised.
This whole area. This is all low around here. So.
Right. So it was a girly question. Looks cool. Yeah?
Yeah.
And is this the last bit now for the solar things, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Cool. Okay, so Peter's covered all this up so it can dry nicely. Hello you, are you still chasing crickets? So yeah, that should dry off quite nicely because it's not in full sun. Well, it would be if you hadn't put the barriers up. And I'm not too sure what that trench is there. Can you guys see that trench? We'll have to ask him what that's for. But yeah, are you coming inside, Missy? It's very warm today. Come on, darling. With everything going on and the dogs not being well, me not exactly feeling great either, my thoughts turn to other things for the house, and we are working on the spare room at the moment. And the reason why I've got all these, they're actually pyjama bottoms, believe it or not. As you can see, the waistbands have gone on them. They are quite old. Basically, let me sit down. I've been thinking that all these pyjamas here, and I do have another couple of pairs as well. My sister gifted me every Christmas a pair of pyjama bottoms, and when she'd come across from America, at Christmas, come the New Year's sales, we'd head out and we'd find a top that would match all of these. I don't want to be sad, I don't want to be maudlin. My sister passed away 2020, so I've not actually had any new pyjamas kind of since then. Yeah, and because I can't wear these now, I'd actually like to do something with them. Now, for the eagle-eyed people, probably seen these, and most of you will probably know what they're for. It's actually for patchwork. And what I'd like to do is use the fabrics as much as possible and make a patchwork blanket. Never done patchwork before, ever. Not very good at sewing, but I've bought some bits and pieces. I think that's a cutting wheel, cutting mat. I think they call that a ruler of some sort. That's going to be my new task. And I'm thinking, whilst I'm not feeling 100%, it's something I can do sitting down. So. Okay, whilst I've been waiting for a phone call from the vets about Lobo, I have managed to just sit down. Still not feeling 100%. What I did was I've sat down and I've managed to take apart my pyjamas. Yeah, managed to take apart my pyjamas. So yeah, but please don't judge me for this. I don't have an iron. So I've just ordered myself an iron. Hopefully should be here tomorrow, so I will go and try and pick that up. Then I can iron all these pieces here. Let me show you. Okay, yeah, they're all pulled apart now. So we've got all different fabrics, but they are going to need an iron. That came from the inside of these ones. So I will, yeah, iron everything, and then I can use this, which I've never used before, a wheel, which I know is sharp because Sam decided to run it along his finger and cut his finger. Something you'd think a child would do, but apparently my 19-year-old son would do it as well. Okay, this is a big thing, Leo. I don't think I've had an iron the whole time you've been alive. And now I have an iron. Hey, Unique. What are you two up to? No good? Yeah, I'm watching you. Okay. I actually meant it when I said I'd never actually had an iron, and I'm feeling, well, not for a long time, and I'm actually feeling a little bit like a proper adult, which I suppose really at my age, I should maybe have been feeling a bit sooner. But yeah, I'm going to press the pyjama bottoms now. Sorry, Neil's just stretched and nearly fallen over. Are you okay, darling? And yeah, I should get on with them. And then I can maybe start cutting some of the squares out. Right, maybe I should actually have brought myself an ironing board, because I don't have one. Yeah, so I've got a towel, an old beach towel, folded over 4 times on the table, and kind of hoping that should be okay. Should be okay. I now realise and remember why I actually don't like doing ironing. It is so boring. Yeah, best get on with the rest of these. Okay, I've got my cutting board, I've got my cutter, I've got, this is called a patchwork ruler, quilting ruler. Sorry, it says here quilting ruler. On the YouTube videos, they say inches. Obviously, most of them are American. I couldn't actually find an inch one of these. I'm not too sure if some of these actually represent any. I think that, no, these are definitely centimetres. But I think there's 2.5 centimetres to an inch. I think, I'm not too sure. But anyway, all I've got to do is make sure all the squares are the same size. So I'm going to use 4 of the little squares here. So I'm just going to try and line everything up so I don't have much wastage on the fabric, because this is just the bits that were inside the pyjama bottoms. And I'm going to attempt to use the wheel and cut. Let's see how sharp it actually is. Oh, very sharp apparently. Is it? I might have to actually press hard. But yeah, wow. Okay, fair enough. Right, I'm going to keep going with this. Discovered how sharp that is. Very sharp. And, well, I think Sam discovered that actually the other day, but never mind. Right, I'm going to make some neat edges, and then I can start measuring out the 4 squares on all of them. Okay, that's actually using that is actually, oh, let's pack that away because that's quite sharp, is actually quite hard. I did it. I've made my first, I think there must be 8 squares there. So I'm really happy with that. I'm just gonna keep going with the rest and see what I can actually make out of all of them. And I will let you know at the end. Seems to be happening a lot lately. Not gonna moan. Great for the garden. You can tell we're British. Okay, I've cut one leg of each of the pyjamas up. Yeah, it's actually harder than you think. My back's starting to ache. Obviously this dining table's not at the right height, but you need to stand up to be able to use the cutting wheel. Every time I tried to sit down, I tended to slip with it, and not cutting me, but cutting fabric in the wrong direction and everything. So yeah, I've made a start. I will continue. It's absolutely chucking it down out there at the moment, so I won't go and get the other fabric either, but I still have those to go. So yeah, I think this is going to take me a while. I'm going to sit down, have a cup of tea for now, and yeah, I'll continue a little bit later. Hey, how's it going? All right. Is it right if I switch that down just for a minute?
Yeah.
Yeah, wow. This is the next one, eh?
Yep. This is the guest room, isn't it?
Yeah. I meant the next wall, sorry. Hi, Belle.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Okay, and that wall is done. Done. We're just letting it dry out. So it's been quite a warm day today actually, so I'm hoping it doesn't take too long. The window is actually open, so that's cool. Yeah, and I also think that for now we're going to leave this video here. Obviously this time we've had a lot of things going on with Lobo being poorly and everything, so hopefully next time more bits will be getting done. Still got that corner there to do, and I believe we've got this wall to do here. That is a total other thing which we'll go through again next time. Right, thanks ever so much for watching, guys, and yeah, hello Agony. We shall see you next time, and if you'd like to subscribe, please do, and yeah, we'll see you next time. You feeling better, Lobo? Hey? You feeling better, Lobo? Yeah? That's good. Nearly 100%, eh? Hey, Nitty. Nearly 100%, baby boy. You'll get there. You'll get there. Won't ya? Hey? Won't ya? Muy bien. Good boy. See you all next time, guys. Thanks for watching.